Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Let's check whether you hear us well. If you can, please add plus if you hear us. Okay, wonderful. Thanks. So I hope that everyone hears us and sees our presentation. Now I can introduce you the founder and academic director of Master of International Business Program, Dr. Irina Kratko, and we'll give you a floor to start the introduction of the program.
So, thank you, Alyona. First of all, I would like to thank all of you who joined us today. So, we'll talk about Master of International Business Program at the Moscow campus of the High School of Economics in Russia. We'll start with our achievements, and now you can see the slide with our rankings. So we are in top 100. Top store sounds better.
Yeah.
Top 100 master's programs in management by 2020 World University Rankings. Also, for the last 2 years, we keep the same #1 position in Russia, in accordance with the same ranking, and we were accredited by the agency of like we call our employers, and got the Russian and the international accreditation by this agency. Couple words about MIB program features. First of all, you need to understand that MIB is not just the abbreviation. MIB is a brand, and it means a combination or a hybrid of a business degree and an international affairs degree. There are not many universities in the world who follow the same concept or the same idea, and maybe to name a couple of them, the Fletcher School was one of the first who introduced this concept, and our partner, the University of South Carolina, also follows the same. And this program is the first of its kind in Russia. It means that we were the first to introduce this type of programs, and so please try to pay attention on this. When you see MIB abbreviation, it means that you should not only notice that there are truly managerial courses in this curriculum, but also a lot of political, economic, cultural, and other courses. Of course, this program is taught entirely in English. It means that we do not speak Russian at our classes, and all our papers, all our research papers are conducted in English. In order to give our students an opportunity to combine work and study, our classes are scheduled in the evenings. Usually it's 3 times a week, and on Saturdays. Just to go deeper into details, I can say that our classes start at 6:40 in the evening and end at 9:30. On Saturdays, we have a full day of classes from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. This program is tuition-based. We do not have any scholarships. We do not have any sports that are sponsored by the state. So you should also remember this. And the main feature of this particular program is its practice-oriented character. This slide explains why the main feature is practice-oriented feature, because first of all, the majority of our courses are taught by experienced business executives, so by actually heads of functional departments of international companies, and later you can see on a special slide the names of our professors and instructors. Secondly, we invite every week guest speakers from various companies, international companies, and different areas of expertise, and they meet with our students on a regular basis, and this is a great opportunity to actually to get to know each other. The third element here is real-life projects. We were the first, actually, in Russia who introduced the International Business Consulting Project. It's a compulsory course which allows students to work on real-life proposals from different companies. And this year we have 21 projects from companies that we'll see on one of our future slides. So these companies are MIB program partners. The next feature, career development class, usually on our first year of study. We offer this course which helps our students to prepare for interviews, to maybe to get experience in writing their CVs, and also provides an overview of different trends in job seeking, in employment nowadays, and our instructors help students actually to choose maybe the most appropriate direction or area for them. And as I said before, combination of work and study is one of our practice-oriented elements, because we think that actually the students can learn in class and then bring this knowledge to their job place, and vice versa. They can ask our professors, instructors about their everyday concerns and find support. Two other benefits that our program offers: chance to build extensive career network. First of all, through a very diversified group of students, like peers in your class, and through meetings with our partners from business and from teachers, practitioners who work with our students every day in classes. The third benefit is an opportunity to get a double degree and to spend a semester abroad in one of our university partners. And it's very important to understand that we have exclusive agreements with these universities, which means that only students of our program can participate in these exchange initiatives. The learning outcomes. I'm sorry, something is wrong with the format, yes, of this slide. So I will help. So the mission of the program. First of all, we wanted to train cross-functional executives. It means that our students are not necessarily specified or specialized in one function, let's say marketing or finance or HR. They learn all these courses, but they can build their own direction using different elective classes. But anyway, the complex of all these competencies, they will be present for sure. And of course, we expect that our graduates will work as managers, experts, analysts in global companies. The opportunity that you get here is, as I mentioned earlier, create a customized, flexible curriculum. So students can choose 5 elective courses during the first and the second year, which can actually help them to meet their interests, their requirements, and maybe to fit better for their jobs. And finally, our graduates, they get a chance, or they can actually use this ability to work in the global arena as executives, managers, consultants in international companies, or for those who are interested in entrepreneurship, they can start their own foreign business. The contents of this program, so we have three groups of courses. The first group, adaptational courses, for those who didn't have world economy and international relations before, so they take these short classes. The course study block contains several courses. You can see some of them are required by the Russian standard of management, and so you see that financial managerial classes are included in our compulsory block, plus business negotiations and international business consulting. Elective courses contain quite a large variety. There are two of them that are required for a double degree at our partner universities, and students who plan to go to these particular universities for a double degree should take these two courses. And others are optional, so students can build their own curriculum or individual study plan in accordance with their personal interests. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, yes, academic mobility includes both double degrees, two universities present here, and semester abroad. Here is the list of our exclusive partners, and our students can go to these universities, spend one semester. It's actually the first semester of the second year. On the second year in August, they can go to one of these universities. And just for your information, the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy offers an opportunity to cross-register at Harvard Business School. So our students, exchange students, they can apply for one course at Harvard Business School. MIB in numbers, it's just statistics that can give you an idea how we grew during the last 8 years. From our inception in 2012, we had only 20 students, and this year we have 3 groups and 102 students altogether. The international students cohort is also quite impressive. Yeah, so we started from 1 student in 2012. Now we have 43 from all continents in the world, from many countries. Unfortunately, we don't have the list of countries of our foreign students, but if you have questions, we can answer. Some companies that show alumni careers, so these are companies where our graduates work. And of course, this is not the full list because it probably will need 2 more slides to show all the names. Yeah. And our professors. So we start with HSC professors. So it means that these professors, they are academicians and they work at HSC. So this is their major place of work. Our teaching executives, these instructors or executives, they teach different classes, and if you notice, some of them are partners in Big 4 companies or directors of different functional departments and at international companies. MIB instructors who teach other courses and seminars, some of them are our graduates, and also you see that places of work of these instructors are also quite impressive. Business partners, major business partners who work with us not only on a regular basis in master classes and guest lectures, but also provide consulting projects for our students. This is a fun slide. MIB social life. We call ourselves MIB family, and we try actually to develop the atmosphere where our students can get together, introduce each other, because in most cases in our classes they work in teams, so it's really important to know each other much better from the very beginning. So as you see on the left corner, we start with MIB welcome parties. These are our traditional parties in September, October. And through the whole process of education, we can show business consulting projects, then exams, relaxation after exams, interesting master classes, and graduation parties that traditionally we have in one of the nicest halls here at HSC. Some contact probably information here that you can communicate with our office managers, and important information about application process, the dates. But we have a different slide, maybe that will introduce this in more detail. Yes, what is needed during your admission here? There are no exams, there is only portfolio, and here are the elements, the main elements of the portfolio. The motivation letter, 2 letters of recommendation. If you don't have 2, then 1. Scans of official academic transcripts, your CV, and English language certificate. So again, of course, not the whole information is present here, so we are we'll be glad to answer your questions. Yeah. And application deadlines. So please pay attention that the deadlines are different for foreign applicants and Russian applicants. And for Russian applicants, we have 2 stages of admission, early and regular admission, but it starts on June 22nd. But for foreign applicants, actually, this period has already started, yeah, and we have already received a lot of applications. So if you are interested, you can ask additional questions, and we'll be glad to answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So you can write down your questions to chat, and we will be glad to answer the questions. Or maybe it's so clear. Everything is so clear.
No, usually sometimes it's needed to prepare.
Okay.
Well, we have 1 question, now 2. Yes, really important questions. Actually, it's the situation is different with the tuition for a double degree. If you go to Louis University in Rome, you don't have to pay any additional tuition. But if you want to get a degree from the University of South Carolina, yes, you have to pay for 1 semester of study there. Actually, this is the rule, because no American business schools allow us actually to send them students for free, let's say, for no additional payment. You don't have to pass any exams, English exams. You may come for an interview, and just we can check your English proficiency here,
or via Skype if you are.
Yes, or not in person, yeah, but via Skype as well. How many people? Yes, there is a quota. In both universities, at this moment, we have 5 spots, but we can tell you that none of them is filled. So usually we send only 2 or 3 students, but we did receive confirmation from both universities that in case the interest from our side is very high, so then they can increase the quota for our program.
One more question, is there a limit for number of foreign students?
No, there are no limits.
No.
No.
Then, is the payment for a semester abroad is included in the total payment for study?
It is included. Yes, but you understand that you have to pay for accommodation, for transportation, for medical insurance yourself.
What is valued more during portfolio assessment?
Well, each element actually is important for us, but I would say that motivation letter is really important because this is your personal feeling, and we are trying to see yourself through the words that we read, and of course references from several people in your letters of recommendation are really important, so please ask them to put information that may be relevant for our particular program.
Alice writes that she has a linguistics degree, and level of English is C1. Do I have to do any IELTS examination, or the transcript will be enough?
Well, if you studied in English and you can prove this, then you don't have to pass the interview or provide any certificates. But I don't see any problem if you can't provide this confirmation. We can organize interview. So it's quite simple. We are not checking your business vocabulary. It's just the way to understand how fast you can react to our questions, and we just chat a little bit.
Yeah. So if a person wants to go to Rome, how the ranking depends on whether she can go there.
Yeah. Well, usually we don't have a competition. As I said, we do not fill all 5 spots. But just imagine if we do have a competition. Of course, it will depend on the rating of the students. Just the rating, no other factors.
Are there certain bachelor degrees that increases the chance for enrollment?
Well, the only fact that does increase the chance, I would not say a chance. It increases the overall grade for the portfolio. In case you had international business courses during your bachelor study, it will get additional points, and that's the only advantage that you can get in comparison with other students.
The question about dormitory, is it provided for Russian students?
Yes, for all of them. For Russian students and for foreign students, the dormitory is provided.
Do you exempt courses taken from other schools?
It depends on the course. We need to see the transcript, and we need to see the number of credits and the contents of this course. So it's, well, I would say it's case by case basis.
Student age requirement for the program?
No. Yes, there are no limitations.
Do you have course exemption policy?
Well, I think that this question needs clarification. So can you please, yes, repeat the question and maybe provide explanation? What do you mean by exception policy?
Yeah, I didn't get. Do I have to pay the tuition fee at once or in parts?
Well, the HSC regulations require 1 semester payment. It means that you pay 2 times a year. And in case there is a problem, or maybe you are in a quite hard financial situation, we can allow you to pay in several installments. Yes, but again, it's decided on a case-by-case basis, so you have to provide financial documentation in this case.
What am I supposed to do if I can't provide a recommendation letter from employer?
Well, it's not a problem at all, because we do understand that some of you do not have any employment history. So you just bring us 2 recommendations from your university, and that's it.
Regarding the work permit, will we have work permit?
Well, I understand that you are foreign students and you are concerned regarding an opportunity to work in Russia. Here we can say that very recently, just several days ago, we found out that there are some amendments to the Russian immigration law, and now any students who studies here full-time on a full-time program, we are a full-time program, so they can work, and their employers are exempt from getting a permit for the students. So it's, I would say, a great development in our legislation, so it will make the life of our foreign students much more interesting.
Can we get a certified translator to translate our documents? Usually we get the documents translated already, you see, because you have to apply and already have your transcript and your passport translated. So usually we do not provide such.
No, the university does not provide, because actually this is the admission requirement.
Yeah.
So they should be translated and notarized, I would say.
Yeah. My bachelor program is half English, half German. Do I still need the IELTS?
I would not actually try to pass this exam. I would just participate, since you cannot provide confirmation that your program was fully in English, just to go through the interview.
Yeah. Nikita asks whether 6.5 IELTS score is enough.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. The person wants to enter the program, but wants to ask whether there is a guarantee that she would go to Rome.
No, we do not provide any guarantees from the beginning, because it depends actually on the results of your study. But please read one more time your question. And
yeah, that's
yes.
Yeah. Do you conduct an online interview? Yeah, as we said, we can.
Yes, we do.
We can. Okay. Competition for a place last year.
There was no competition, as I said. Last year, out of 5 spots that we have in accordance with our agreement, only 2 students went to Rome. So
if it's about student mobility, or maybe about
if it's about student mobility, we have more. Yeah. We have more universities than actually students who go abroad.
Yeah. Which certificate will be given after completion of the program?
It's a state diploma. It's a, I would say, maybe the Natalia Rahmanova, yes, wants to understand. This is the full-time master program. So it's not a certificate, actually. It's a diploma that you get. It's a state diploma in management that you get upon graduation.
Can student get a double degree only for 1 semester abroad? No, didn't get. Student can get a double degree for only 1 semester study abroad.
I understand your question. So in order to get a double degree from the Louis University, you spend 1 year. So the 2nd year of your study you spend in Rome, and you study at MIB program there. For those who want to go to South Carolina, you have to complete our program, and then to go for 1 semester to the United States. And here, in case you want to extend your stay in the United States and continue your education, there are many opportunities for doing this, and most of our students, they take this chance.
Can you check my portfolio in advance?
It can be done only during the early admission period. So if you want to apply early, then we can give you the grades at the end. But of course, there is no way, we're not allowed to, yes, to do this.
There is a architectural background, and the applicant asks whether it's okay if he has a bachelor degree in architecture.
Yes, of course, for sure.
Yeah.
There is no problem.
There are portfolio which something else apart from certificate of English and portfolio to enter the program. Well, no.
If Nikita.
Yeah. So is it enough to have English certificate and portfolio? Only this one?
Yes,
no exams.
That's enough. No exams.
How important is the final grade of the bachelor degree?
Well, we do not evaluate grades of the bachelor degree, but of course, when we get your portfolio, we look through the courses that you had before, because we need to check if you had world economy and international relations, and if you claim that you had international business courses, that can be also evaluated, so we need to double check. But if, let's say, if you are not happy with your bachelor degree, you don't have to worry.
But if you have an honored and diploma with honors,
this gives 5 additional points.
5 extra points. Does it important to have the diploma of previous step of education somehow connected with MIB included disciplines?
No, it's not important. We have students with a wide variety of backgrounds.
The question from Nikita about army as a Russian applicant.
You are yes, of course, extend from army for 2 years of study because it's a full-time master program.
Yeah. One more question from Anna. If my IELTS expired half a year ago, do I still need to pass it?
Well, again, I would say for you, the interview would be preferable. Again, please, it's a very simple process. So in your case, it's much easier just to pass 5 or 10 minutes interview, and that's it.
Yeah. One more question. What is the difference between double degree and general degree?
Double degree is a degree when you can get 2 degrees, actually. If you go to to a partner university, in addition to our degree, you get a degree there. And of course, provided that you successfully defend your master thesis in both places. But the good news is that you have to write only 1 master thesis, but to defend them in 2 universities.
Okay, is the semester abroad obligatory?
No, it's like you could see in our presentation, it's optional. That's why I said actually that we have more spots that our students fill, because most of our students, they work and they just don't want to interrupt their career. That's why usually we do not have a very large amount of students who want to go abroad for a double degree.
Alice asked if she gets double degree, if she chooses the double degree with Lewis and HSC, whether she's automatically admitted both in HSC and Lewis. Ouch.
If we apply for the double degree option, what's wrong and we manage to enter, are we automatically
you have to apply?
Of course, no. In both universities, you apply to one of these universities. So you want to get a double degree. Let's say you are in Rome and you apply to Lewis University in Rome. Then you study 1 year there, and at the end of the first year, you apply for a double degree. And so there is a certain special process for that. And then in September next year, you start your studies at HSC, and vice versa.
Okay. About taking Russian language courses for international students, is there a possibility?
Well, there is a possibility, and plus, it's not a part of our program, but the HSC, they offer Russian language courses, and as I understand, the first course is for free.
6 CTS for free, right?
Yes, 6 CTS for free, and then if you want to continue studying Russian, then you can take extended courses, but for tuition fee.
Yeah. We mentioned on our website that MIB is unlike the standard MBA. Can you talk about it a little bit?
Yes, of course. Well, please pay attention on the contents of our program, and the main feature is a hybrid between business, politics, economics, and it means that our students, I can refer to our website again, so they know not only how companies work inside, so they are not knowledgeable about functional areas of management and strategic versus operational management, but they also learn a lot about the international business environment where companies work. So it's really one of the main features of MIB brand. So that's the difference between MIB and MBA. MBA is more like management focused.
Ellie asks whether there is a list to scale our portfolio so that we can self-estimate our profile, and what is the minimum points to have been admitted?
Well, usually universities, and we are not an exception, universities, they do not provide any basics, any guidelines for evaluation of the portfolio, but what we can do, we can just say what to do, what not to do, and without any more comments regarding minimum points.
Yeah. How are students selected for student mobility? If I understood correctly, you have said that out of 5 students, only 2 were chosen to go.
Not were chosen, wanted to go. It means that we did have 3 more spots that were not taken by our students.
How much is the tuition fee for Russian language course? I can send you a link to the Russian Center, and you can check it with them because it's not a part of MIB. Is there a possibility to choose from more than 2 universities abroad, and which ones? For a double degree, you mean? Please specify, because it's not that clear. Yes, for double degree.
No, at this moment we have only 2 partnerships for double degrees. But regarding study abroad, just exchange, you can also apply to any university from the HSC list, which contains, as I know, about 300 universities.
Yeah, even more.
We can talk only about our exclusive partners because we have special agreements with them, and we have guaranteed places there.
I'm sending now a link to Russian Language Center because Tobias asked about it. One more question: what is the difference between general degree and double degree?
General degree is our MIB degree at High School of Economics. Double degree is an optional degree, the second optional degree that you can get if you are interested in one of our partner universities.
What is the reason that just 2 people went for a double degree out of 100?
First of all, 100, it means this year.
Yeah.
So we don't know yet how many students go to our partner universities this year because we have just started the application process. But last year, out of 80 students, no, you are not correct. 2 people went to Lewis. So 2 people went to Lewis, and 1 person went to South Carolina. It's just because they don't want to interrupt their work. That's, I would say, the explanation.
Yeah. Question from Timothy, whether he can get video recording. Yeah, I think Karina will help us to send out the link, and The webinar is video recorded, of course. One more question. Is the project from international consulting project connected with consulting project or connected with the other areas, marketing, HR? So is it only about consulting or other areas?
I see. Елизавета, the thing is that consultants, they work on different projects from different areas, from marketing, from HR, from strategies, from supply chain. So we have a quite large list of different areas. But what we do for our students, first of all, we ask them to choose most interesting areas for them. Like we call it preferences. We ask our students to fill a special form with their preferences, and based on their preferences, we of course find teams and consulting projects for them. Sorry.
Which English level should we have for foreign semester?
Different universities, they have different requirements. As I remember, Luxembourg University, they require 6.5. I can't remember any other universities that
actually we have in our website, I think we have it, study abroad opportunities. You can go there and check. Sometimes we publish here. Yeah, Luxembourg's. There are some information. I can send you the link now to the website. You can check. We have some requirements there.
So for most universities, actually, the fact that you study at our program is enough for their English language competence.
What is the price to go to South Carolina?
Well, again, as I said, you spend 1 semester in South Carolina, and it's very easy to check. You can go, just you can trust me, or you can go to their website, and I would say it's around $9,000 with something dollars, depending on their yearly tuition fee. So you pay just for 1 semester, and we transfer 12 credits from our program. So instead of studying there for the whole year, you study for 12 semester, and also you pay only for 15 credits, but you get 18 credits. So you save a lot of money.
A question about employment. Do you help students to find jobs, especially to international students?
We don't help. Officially, we don't help our students to find jobs, but at the same time, because we are not a recruiting agency, but at the same time, we receive a lot of calls from different companies who ask actually to distribute information within our students. And most of our foreign students, they actually find their jobs quite easily and quite fast. And the majority of our foreign students, they work nowadays, which is a very big surprise, at PricewaterhouseCoopers.
And there is also HSC Career Development Center in our building, and you can go there and ask for some help from the managers, and they can help international students as well to find a job in Moscow. How many alumni usually stay in Russia to work?
It's only, are you asking about foreign?
Foreign, yeah.
Yes, foreign alum, a lot. And nowadays, with these new amendments to the immigration law, we expect that the number of students will dramatically increase.
Yeah. Maybe other. Okay, here we answered. Let's see whether it will be refreshed. Some other. Sorry, Furkan, we didn't get your question. Some other. Okay, let's wait a bit. Okay, maybe we missed one. No, we answered this one. What is the place? Okay, what is the ranking of Lewis?
Lewis University. I, frankly speaking,
let's see. Maybe we can check it. But actually, I think it's one of the best business schools in Italy.
In
yeah?
Italy,
In Italy.
I didn't see Lewis University in QS ranking. I mean, in this top 100, but
local one maybe.
It's
Local. Let's see.
it's one of the best private universities in Rome.
In Italy. Yeah.
In Italy, yes.
Yeah.
As a whole.
I can send you the link. You can check the website of Lewis. Okay. Okay, Furkan, we don't see the question yet. Okay. Any records of salary of alumni? Do you have any records about?
Yes, we did a research when we applied to the QS rating, but I'm not sure that actually this information will be the best motivation for our applicants. We need to go back to these numbers that we submitted. So if you can please email our office, you can find the address in our presentation, and we'll check on that.
Yeah. Some other, no, let's see. Oh, okay. Whether we are admitted at double degree only at the end of the first year, and whether it depends on marks.
It will depend on the rating of the student, and the rating depends on your grades.
Yeah, of course. Because you apply for semester growth or double degree only in your second semester when you study here. Do you have any discounts?
No.
No. Teacher's background.
Well, you can see there are 3 slides devoted to our teachers. So please take a look, and if you need additional information regarding their backgrounds, I don't think we can provide their CVs unless they are listed on HSC website.
Or at their company's
Yes,
website.
or their company's website.
You can Google them.
Well, but if you are interested in a particular person, email us.
Yeah. Any other questions? Let's see.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Yeah, what is the deadline for applying to a dormitory place? You are as a Russian student, right? But actually, when you apply, you mentioned, okay, thank you. It's a question from Russian student.
Yeah.
When you apply, there is online application for Russian and international students, and you mentioned there in your application that you need a dormitory place. So there's no like a final deadline, I would say.
And there is no special procedure.
Yeah.
So everything is included. It's just one window.
Yes. And then after you are admitted, they choose a dormitory for you. Do you only make the interview for language level, or can we have interview for application?
No, we do not have a special interview for application. We check only your language level.
Again, a question about discounts. No, we do not have any discounts.
Well, and maybe I can add that we never had them.
Yeah, because how difficult is to find a job during the master's studies without perfect Russian skills? Do companies also employ English-speaking students?
Of course, the companies do, but to be honest, of course, if you have at least like basic Russian language skills, that will increase your chances to find a job here. But yes, some companies, they do hire non-Russian speaking students.
Yes, Victor asks whether the webinar is recorded. Yes, and we will have a link that we can share with you. Is it really possible to get the place in the dormitory, or the percentage of students that may get is quite small?
All of them. No, HSC guarantees. Well, by the way, if you go to Rome, Lewis University does not provide any dormitories, so you will have to rent an apartment in Rome. But in HSC, the dorm is 100% guaranteed.
Guaranteed, yeah. Thank you too. Let's see if we have. When can we get the result of application? It's a question from international applicant or foreign applicant.
Well, we have a special, I would say, regulation here that we need to answer within 2 weeks from the day we receive your application. So in 2 weeks period, you will get the answer.
Yeah, as soon as you are registered and we get your application portfolio.
Because we receive your portfolio only after you get registered in the system, and then we receive it automatically.
You're welcome. Super cool.
Good.
Yeah, international students do not need to wait the result of the application score till August. No, 2 weeks. So you apply, like the next day you get your portfolio and you get the result within 2 weeks.
Yes, we have already accepted several foreign students.
Yeah, we recommended 6 already. Yes, after we finish, you will get a presentation and the link to the webinar. How much?
Well, at Lewis, yes, amount of money. Well,
for studying.
For studying, no, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay in Lewis. You don't have to pay a tuition fee in Lewis. So it's just your personal expenses.
How much of this course per semester, including dormitory for international students? Didn't get that properly. You mean expenses, like monthly expenses? Please do specify. We do not get.
How much this course per semester included? Yeah, I got it. Yes, I got it. So you see that next year the price, as you can see on the website, will be 430,000 rubles per year. So it means that you have to pay per semester. So the payment would be 115,000 per semester, and the dorm, it's about let's say 1,500 or 1,500 rubles per month. Yeah. So you can do the math.
US or something. Study. Do we need to pay only for insurance, personal expenses, and so on if we want to study abroad for a semester?
Yes, only your personal expenses and accommodation. Yes, insurance and transportation, so airfare.
Yeah.
No tuition fees.
Yeah. Do you have contacts of students who already studied in Moscow and Rome and whom we can speak to?
Yes, we have actually many students because for many years we collected a lot of cases already. So if you are interested, please email us and then we'll connect you to this current or former student.
Here is our email, and you can ask questions there, of course. Do you look at the application? It's a question from international applicant. As soon as it's uploaded, because I don't know if I can upload the documents one after another during the application, or it should be uploaded them at once.
Well, I believe that you can. It's a very long process, so you can just upload one document and then save your account and then upload other documents. Yes. So it's not just one-time procedure. You can come back.
But it's better to inform us that the portfolio is not full yet, but you will send more documents, because as soon as we get one document, we see your portfolio, and we will have to give a score. And if it's not
if it's not completed, or maybe the system allows them to send the application when it's completed.
No, I see documents, so even one or two.
Yeah. So please, in this case, maybe you should
It's better to inform us.
Yes, inform us, or maybe send us the whole package.
Yeah.
So we'll see it, and then we know that we should expect more documents in the system.
Are the classes held in the evening?
Yes, 6:40 in the evening.
3 days during the week and Saturday, full Saturday. Can we pay the amount of course by installments?
Yes, you can, in case, again, it's not for all the students, but the HSC regulations allow students with difficult financial situation to pay in installments, and then we'll just create together with you your payment plan.
Does everyone can apply to University of Parma to study, to have a semester abroad, or there is a competition between students?
There was no competition last year. I don't know what we faced this year, but last year all students who wanted to go, they went.
The previous education is English philology. Does it mean education in English? Does it mean education in English? Or will check my level?
Anastasia.
Anastasia Voloshenko.
Maybe. Unfortunately, if you studied in Russia, even if you have an English philology background, we cannot count it as your English language education. But for you, I don't see any problem to pass the interview.
Yeah. How many months to study there? You mean at the University of Parma, maybe, yeah? Nikita asks about Parma.
So September, October, November, December. In Parma, usually they spend more. They come back in January. So 5 months.
Yeah, it's for University of Parma. Yes, okay. Is there a different timetable for adaptational courses?
Adaptational courses, they start in September. So 2 courses, one in September, one in October.
4 classes.
And the students who have to pass these 2 classes, they will have an additional class. But don't worry, it will not overlap the regular schedule. So we'll not lose any other classes.
Yeah. You're welcome. Is there only 2 universities abroad that you work with? Which one is Parma?
Can we go to this?
Sure. It's here.
Well, this is the list of our exclusive university partners that our program work with. So you see that Parma is one of them, and there are several others. But again, I must say that you have a chance to apply to any partner university from the HSC list. Not our programs list, but the whole university list.
I can send you the link to the whole list of HSC university level partners. You can see all the countries they have. Even you see.
Wow, more than 400.
But yeah, 400 already. Yes, please. Okay, Anna, please see this link.
And other people, they can also see.
Yes, all can see.
Perfect.
Yes, if you're interested in other universities to apply for semester abroad, please see this list. But you should read the requirements, because some of them have limitations here, and places only for example, only for physics students or for mathematics students. So it depends.
From certain majors.
Yeah, so you have to check. And there is a university level student support office that can help you with this, to find a study abroad place in other university. That is not our partner.
Well, so dear applicants, unfortunately, I have to leave in 1 minute. So, but Alyona will stay.
Sure.
So if you have any question, just especially for me, please send it now.
Question about the city. If you have any questions about the city, I can send you a link, because there is a link about Moscow and expenses and etc. And you can ask your questions via email, mib@hsc.ru.
If I want to.
Okay, Anna, do not see the whole.
Double degree, I should apply.
So what are the expenses? Yeah.
Normal living.
No, there's another question, I suppose.
Only for 2 universities. If I want to get double degree, I should apply only for 2. I would say you have an option to apply to one of these 2 universities. So our program works with 2 universities for double degrees. So you can apply for one of them, or I don't know, maybe there is a chance, because there are no limits. You can spend a year at Lewis University and then you decide to go to South Carolina. You can do it.
Yeah. So yeah, about expenses, I will send you now a link about living expenses in Moscow for international students. Or expenses, living costs in Moscow. These are general ones, and you can check them.
Okay, I need to leave. I have a class, so thank you very much for participating. Thank you, Alyona.
Thank you. Yeah, I will stay here for a while. Thank you. Yeah, one more question. When do we decide about double degree program? Usually, in your second semester, you can apply either for semester abroad or double degree. So you spend 1 semester at MIB, and then you can apply in February usually. So now our students apply for semester abroad. We can stay abroad only for a semester. So if we're speaking about semester abroad opportunities, yes, you spend the semester there, then you come back. Thank you too. Thank you. Yes, if you have any other questions, you can always send us an email using mib@hsc.ru. One more question. Do we have a chance to study there for a year? Tatiana, well, it's better for you to write an email to me, and we can discuss it, okay? Because it depends on the university that you choose and the requirements that the university has. Okay, I will show you once more the slide with the contacts, and you can contact us. Yeah, it's here. How many places available every year for a double degree? It depends on our partners. For example, for Lewis students, sometimes we have 5 spots, sometimes 3. So it depends each year. Thank you too. Yes, as we already mentioned, you can get the link to the webinar because it's recorded, and the presentation itself, of course. Sure. Maybe we can already stop here. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for joining the webinar. Yes, we will share the link, as I told you already. We'll share the link to the webinar and the presentation, and if you have any questions, please do write to mib@hc.ru, and me and my colleagues will be glad to reply. Thank you and see you. Bye-bye.